All right. So for the next batch of articles, it was seen that Sony's back in a little bit of hot water. All right. So I saw this tweet from Paul DeSassi, who's a major journalist in the gaming space. He was just quoted in an article we went through. He was quote tweeting this, and it says, Jason Schreier from Bloomberg commented that Sony wouldn't be entirely happy with Naughty Dog. The main reason would be that the studio has gone more than 5 years without releasing a new game, plus the enormous budget that the development of Intergalactic Heretic Prophecy is costing. So potentially Sony's upset with the golden child, Naughty Dog. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought that Sony would get upset with Naughty Dog for putting out The Last of Us on PS3, then The Last of Us remastered for the PS4, then The Last of Us remastered for the PS5, then The Last of Us 2, then The Last of Us 2 remastered, then The Last of Us 1 and 2 remaster bundle, then The Last of Us Season 1, The Last of Us Season 2, The Last of Us Season 3. Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? Oh shit! So Paul, oh shit! The Last of Us, the movie, the game, just fucking disgusting what this company has become. I've been said this shit, bro. I've been hating on Naughty Dog, and I'm happy more people are starting to see what I've been noticed, bro. Because to be fair, I've been said it, and now that people's minds are starting to be opened a little bit, I've been said it. If you take out The Last of Us, they've been making the same fucking game, bro, for like the last 20 years if you add Uncharted in there. Because this is just Uncharted with zombies, man. Not exactly, but you get the point from a gameplay standpoint, bro. This is where they were being creative, but all creativity went out the door when they found success with this nigga. And this is why I'm worried that this game is just going to be these two games in space. I pray it's not. I'm not gonna hold you. If Intergalactic ends up being fucking The Last of Us and Uncharted in space, I might be done with Naughty Dog, man. I'm not saying that like I would never play a Naughty Dog game again, but it's like I couldn't see myself getting excited when they first announce a game, if that makes sense. Like it's gonna be like Ubisoft. You're gonna have to sell me now. I'm gonna wait for like a couple trailers, some interviews, and some shit like that. Because it's like, come on, guys. But anyways. Paul goes on to say, vague post here, Sony frequently lets its single-player studios get half decades and hundreds of millions to make one-off games, and they won't make a Destiny 3 that would at very least launch at a successful live service. Now, to be fair to Naughty Dog, Destiny 3 and that whole situation with Bungie has nothing to do with Naughty Dog. I know they're sister studios because they're both under Sony, but Destiny 3 has nothing to do with it. That being said, The Last of Us Factions does. Friendly reminder, the game was 80% done. And I know a lot of us are sick of live service games, but I think that is one live service game that a lot of us were looking forward to. That was the exception. I think when people say they're tired of live service games, what they really mean, but they can't articulate it, is you're tired of live service games that you're not interested in. And if we change the argument to that, I would agree with you. Because another example would be Destiny 3. People say they're tired of live service games, but there's a petition with 250,000 signatures in only 3 days begging for Destiny 3. So we're not tired of live service games. We're tired of these dumbass studios not listening, and it's really the publishers, not listening to what we want because nobody... Here, the truth is in the middle. I will die on the hill that Concord is not the worst video game that I've ever played. But I also can acknowledge what nobody asking for that shit. I can acknowledge that too. Two things can be true. Not give me Marathon 2. And to be fair, Marathon is not a terrible game. I think it was fighting an uphill battle from the get-go for a lot of different reasons. People weren't being fair for that. But I can also acknowledge nobody was asking for Marathon. Two things can be true. I am a gaming aficionado. I played more games than most people. When them niggas announced Marathon, I said, what the fuck? I had to look, and then they was like, oh, apparently it was the first game they ever made. I was like, who played that shit on the PlayStation, bro? We was playing Crash Bandicoot. We was not playing no fucking Marathon. Who asked for that fucking shit, dog? They should have made it. I think people would have got more excited for an original IP, but it is what it is, man. Yeah. this doesn't surprise me. I would not be surprised if this is true what Jason Schreier is reporting, that Sony's not happy with Naughty Dog because they've been milking the fuck out of this single player game. And we all know that Sony's higher ups, they want more live service games. So they've been making this space game for like the last fucking 5+ years, almost 10. I think Naughty Dog's on the clock. This game better sell units out the woo-wah or they're going to be in trouble because they canceled the fucking factions game for this. And on top of this, there's no way for them to make money long term. The only reason this game makes money long term for Naughty Dog is because of the TV show. The sales would have been slowed down if it wasn't for the TV show. And you know how I know? If you haven't seen the podcast, youtube.com/GL updates, we dropped a new update, a new episode. I told a story on there, and if you didn't see it, I'll tell it here. I'll retell it. Literally last weekend, I joined a walking club a few weeks ago, and we go on walks and hikes like every Sunday. This past Sunday, we hiked in the mountains in the morning, and the guy who leads the shit, he's a personal trainer. And I had him, I was hiking with my backpack because I got to carry like water for myself and my dog and like some other stuff, right? Like, you know, wallet, keys, all that shit. I was wearing my Last of Us backpack. I was hiking with my Last of Us backpack that I got from HBO when season 1 dropped, and they, you know, they wanted to show love to the podcast. Shout out to us, man. You can't get this book bag anywhere else. It was exclusive. It was exclusive, nigga. And what was I about to say? Yeah, the Warrior Walk. And the dude who leads the walk, he said, you seen the Last of Us TV show? He's like, I love it. I was like, yeah, I seen it. I was like, yeah, I played the games. The games are cool too. He said, games? He's like, what games? I said, nigga. He is older. He's an older dude. But I was like, yeah, the show is based off the video games, the source material. He's like, I didn't know that there were video games. I was like, yeah, dude. So why am I telling that story? The point is, there is a large portion of people out there that are fans of The Last of Us and have no idea the source material is a video game. This is the only reason this game has had legs for so long. The TV show did help, as much as it pains me to fucking say that shit, bro. You said show the bag. It's just a black bag that says The Last of Us on it in its font. It's nothing special. But I think Sony's getting tired of it. Sony wants that reoccurring revenue. Like every day people are making transactions, whether it be microtransactions or buying bundles inside. That's what fucking Sony wants, which is unfortunate, because to be fair to Naughty Dog, I think in a more fair world, the situation, you should be able to create whatever the fuck you want. But I also think Naughty Dog is taking a sweet ass time and they milking this shit. Cause like, I don't want more live service games unless it's dope. Unless it's a dope concept that we haven't seen before, then I'll be open to it. But if it's some bullshit, if it's another BR, I'm good off that. That's one of the reasons why personally I was excited about The Last of Us Factions. First of all, Last of Us Factions original multiplayer is underrated. If you liked Arc Raiders, you would have liked that shit. But they were doing something unique because they were telling an original story within the world that was going to be updated like monthly or like weekly or something like that, that you could like play with your buddies. It was very ambitious. I was like, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. But they cut that shit. They cut that shit so we can get season 2 of this goofy ass TV show. And now we got memes with Ellie and shit like that. Yeah, they scared of the money, man. I don't know how they pulled the plug. Oh yeah, I forgot about that Spider-Man live service game. To be fair to that though, that one's kind of in the middle. Because when the rumors came out that they were working on Insomniac was working on a live service Spider-Man game, I was like, I don't really want that. I would take a co-op story-driven focus game as the third one, where like you and a buddy can control Peter and Miles and do missions together. But I was like, I don't know if I want a full live service game. I don't know if there's enough meat on the bone for that to last long term. But when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this doesn't look bad. I was like, I don't know. So I don't know how I feel about the Spider-Man one. I don't know how I feel about that. But I think the Factions one would have been cool. Wasn't Bungie the ones who told Naughty Dog the game didn't look good? Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, that shit was fucking espionage, nigga. Of course your competitor said, this doesn't look very good. And these niggas fell for that shit, bro. They said, you know what? You right. Niggas got scared to compete, bro. Excuse me, a Spider-Man live service game? Yeah, the trailer leaked if y'all haven't seen it. It leaked, it was like a year ago. I'll play it. Spider-Man live service game. Spider-Man The Great Web. Oh, 2 years ago. Let's watch the trailer together.
New York City. Nothing in the whole world I wouldn't do for this big, beautiful apple. One moment, you're scarfing down a slice from Vinny's. The next, you're stopping a supervillain prison break. Sometimes you can swing it as a lone wolf, but you're way better off with some friends.
Never knew about this. Yup.
I've seen the Sinister Six before. Never so methodical, so savage.
Explore the Great Web.
I think I'm gonna be enough this time, guys. But together, it just might be. You in?
All right, so my problem with this, and this is why I said, I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I'm okay with it being canceled. Based off what they showed, I just don't think there's enough meat on the bone to make this exciting. I think there's enough for like a story-driven co-op game, but a full MMO live service game, I don't like this idea. Every variant of Spider-Man they show besides Miles is pretty much Peter. Miles and Peter are different enough because Miles can go invisible, he can do electricity. I feel like if they really wanted to sell this game as an MMO, what they should have did is you could play as Peter, you could play as Miles, you can play as Penny Parker, and all the other original Spider Girl, if you guys are not familiar with her. She wasn't bit by a spider, but she's basically a mutant who has the ability to mimic anything she sees. She's kind of like a super version of what's that nigga Spider-Man fights? The one they fucked up. In the MCU. I forgot his name. No, not Spider-Gwen. Taskmaster. Yeah, she's like a better version of Taskmaster. That would have been cool. Like, they would have had to implement spider characters that have unique play styles. But like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm ignorant. What the fuck is the difference between Gwen and Peter besides one's a girl? Same thing with Silk. Maybe I'm ignorant, but like, I don't know what's different. Even Spider-Man Noir, besides the fact that he's black and white, what's different? So like, they would have had to go deeper into the Spider-Verse to get more unique character, I feel like. Oh, he's got a gun? Okay, that gives a different play style. Yeah, in this trailer, they just primarily picked regular Spider-Man, basically, variants. And I'm like, I don't know. So like, I'm okay with this game being canceled. It didn't seem like they really had a fleshed out idea here, because I could see Penny like being a tank, like having like different setups to fight and shit. Going by the comments here, a lot of people would be into it. Why do people keep saying they hate live service games? It's a lie. We know it's a lie. State of the play next week. Yeah, the 2nd. Yeah, next Tuesday, literally. The rumor was it had to be released on the PS4. Is that true? Thank God they canceled this shit. Thank God. Because not only does the PS4 not run it, you niggas don't deserve it. Thank God. I don't even know if that rumor's true, and I don't even bother to confirm it. Sounds true to me, because fuck you, PS4 niggas. This is a big reason why I want them to just focus on Peter in the next game. The sequel felt like they were trying to cover too many story arcs in a small amount of time. Not just that, but I feel like the gameplay was just too safe. They got to find a way to make the gameplay more unique, I feel like, in order to make it stand out. Like I said, I think it would be fire if they did co-op. What else I got? What else I got for you guys? So that's my story there. Don't be surprised. This one's developing if we hear more about how Sony's not happy with Naughty Dog. And I don't know what that would mean. Shout out to the 700 people we got in the YouTube chat. Hit the like button. Shout out to the 600 we got in the Twitch chat. Drop some goddamn subs, nigga. Very rushed ass third act. Very rushed. Very rushed. More PlayStation news. Little Big Planet developer Media Molecule's next game reportedly features open world content. Sony's first-party studio Media Molecule is reportedly working on a brand new game with open world elements. As reported by MP First, information from the Little Big Planet and Dream Studios' next project comes from the resume of a current Media Molecule employee. The resume notes that the studio is working on an unannounced project which will feature open world content. Fans have longed for the return of Little Big Planet, but it doesn't seem like this new project will be another Sackboy adventure. The resume specifically notes that it's a new IP, meaning fans may not want to expect a direct follow-up to the studio's previous work. That doesn't mean something like Little Big Planet will never return, but if the information presented in this resume is accurate, a new entry seems unlikely to arrive soon. There isn't too much else to latch onto in this resume, but it does indicate Media Molecule is going for a larger sense of scale. The studio is best known for Little Big Planet and Dreams, two games that empower the players to create their own experiences with in-game tools. Dreams got a 9 out of 10, blah, 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 blah. As far as I'm concerned, I'm cool with them doing a new IP. I don't want to see them do the same thing. At bare minimum, I know this game will be creative, whatever they're working on. And I'm gonna be honest, the PlayStation needs more creative experiences. It's just, if it's dope, I hope people keep an open mind and they give it a chance. I would keep an eye open on it because some of the stuff that people create in Dreams is really fire. But Dreams never caught on like I thought it would do. Shout out to Bryce with the super chat. He said, just put 11 hours into the new 11 hours into 007. Get a life, nigga. Goddamn. Almost done with the game, by the way, and I gotta say, it's my game of the year. This is the best 007 third-person game I've played in a long time. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So it's true, it probably is like 15 to 20 hours. You gotta get a life, though, nigga. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, that swamp ass, bro. Take a shower, dude. Jesus Christ. So that's the story on that one. Yeah, that nigga called off work. More Sony news. One of Sony's first PS5 exclusives is now delisted and the multiplayer is shut down. Destruction All-Stars, the multiplayer-focused vehicle combat game and Sony first-party exclusive originally slated to be a PS5 launch title before instead becoming a PlayStation Plus freebie, is now offline and no longer available on the PlayStation Store. Searching for the game on Sony's storefront doesn't bring up developer Lucid Games' Car Brawler. Players received a game service shutdown notification confirmed by GameSpot that informed them Destruction All-Stars multiplayer services have been taken offline and that destruction points. The game's premium currency has been removed for sale. Yep. So, another one bites the dust. This doesn't surprise me. I knew this game was gonna fail because the homie Nomad loved it. And anytime Nomad loves a game, that shit is going to die. Also, this game wasn't very good. Like, it was okay, but it was like a 6 out of 10. It was one of those games that benefited from being an early PS5 title. So like everybody tried it because there wasn't really a lot to play. But once more good games came out, yeah, I wasn't surprised a lot of people got off of it because it just didn't hit like it needed to be. Plus, Nomad liked it, so it was cursed from the get-go, which is unfortunate. So, RIP to Destruction All-Stars. Any fans in the chat? Anybody? It was trying to be Twisted Metal, but failed miserably. And I'll take it a step further. I don't know if there's space for a Twisted Metal game these days. Like, I don't know. They tried to bring Twisted Metal back a few years ago, and that shit failed too. I just don't feel like there's much interest in that genre, the car combat genre. Unless it's a kart racer. But like Twisted Metal style, the TV show is keeping it alive. I don't know if it's going to be there. Forza AI is Twisted Metal, I guess. Not my swag anymore. They need to bring back Blur. Who published Blur? In case you missed this one, I mean, we talked about it on the podcast, but in case you missed it, Unreal Engine 6 was announced inside of Rocket League? Okay. I don't know if it's because of Elon's video player, but I can't tell what's new. I can't tell what's fucking new. So apparently, I guess they're porting the game over to Unreal Engine 6, so it's going to get some type of upgrades, like visually or something like this. Yeah, we talked about this on the pod. If you didn't see the pod at youtube.com/GI updates, Ethos came up with an interesting theory because Unreal Engine 5 came out in 2020. It's only a 6-year-old engine. And Unreal Engine 3 and 4 lasted like 10, 15 years a piece. Ethos theory is Unreal Engine 6 is just going to be Unreal Engine 5, but they finally optimize it. Because for those unaware, a lot of people, whether gamers or developers, hate Unreal Engine 5 because it's beautiful, but the games run like dog shit. So Ethos is saying, I wouldn't be surprised if they finally optimized it and this is just them trying to rebrand it. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because this engine's only like Unreal Engine 5 just fucking came out, bro. It's gonna be like, and I think JG said it's gonna be like going from Windows 8 to the next one. Because remember, everybody hated Windows 8, and then I think this is some bullshit because I can't see the difference. And then if you remember when they announced Unreal Engine 5, they showed off the crazy graphics. Unreal Engine 5 reveal demo. I agree. It could be just like an 8 or a 10. You remember this shit from this is 6 years ago when they first revealed Unreal Engine 5. This is why I think Ethos's theory is correct. When new engines are revealed,
forward, right into the end.
What you want to do is you want to show off the true power of this shit. And I remember seeing this like, wow, like look at the lighting. This looks amazing.
The light and the bounce changes instantly.
I was like, oh, this looks next gen. This looks crazy.
Like her hand on the
These visuals look great. So why for Unreal Engine 6 did they reveal it with that fucking car game? Reveal it with Forza or something. Not fucking goofy ass soccer cars, Rocket League or whatever. So I don't know about this, man. What's this you link? I don't know about this shit, but it is coming. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more details in the coming months. Probably by fall, they'll probably drop a video like this fully revealing what is capable with the Unreal Engine 6. So I know PS4 niggas love to say that, you know, graphics aren't evolving, but not according to Unreal. What did you link? Lucasfilm, Star Wars Jedi's Cal Kestis has more stories coming besides Star Wars Jedi 3. Never say never. We've got his lightsaber in the park. We've got more Cal stories coming. Oh shit, they want to milk my nigga. A new corporate statement that has confirmed Star Wars character Cal Kestis' journey is nowhere near its conclusion. During a discussion regarding the popular theme park attractions at Disneyland, a representative from Lucasfilm made it clear that additional narratives focusing on the redhead survivor are currently in development. This corporate tease confirms the protagonist will remain a major pillar of the modern Star Wars landscape for the foreseeable future. The character's popularity has reached a level where his presence is felt across multiple digital and physical media. Following Disney's purchase of Star Wars brand, a strict rule was established, making all theatrical releases, television shows, literature, and interactive electronic games part of a single cohesive narrative timeline. This unified approach means that the events in the interactive media carry the same weight as those in the live-action blockbusters. Historically, original characters created specifically for interactive formats were often kept separate from the main cinematic entries. However, the immense success of recent gaming projects has forced creative executives to reconsider how these different branches of the galaxy interact with one another. Shout out to DJ Carr with the sub. Yeah, he's canon. Never say never. We've got his lightsaber in the park. We've got more Cal stories coming. This direct confirmation was shared by a Disney representative during a conversation with Game Rant, indicating a strong corporate commitment to the hero's future. Long before this teaser, the character first appeared in 2019 as a young protagonist navigating. All right, so here's what y'all do if they're serious. So first, all right, I'm gonna tell you what I actually think, and then I'm gonna give you the doomsday. This is what I actually think. This nigga's just selling. This nigga's just saying shit. Because Cal is I think he's one of the best pieces of Star Wars media since Disney bought the kid. And it has nothing to do with Disney. It's Respawn. Let's get something straight. It's Respawn, not Disney. And I think people know, I think the Disney execs will be like, damn, this Cal character is way more popular than we thought. We got to do something with him. I think what's going to happen is he's just going to run his mouth and make it seem like he's going to appear in movies or TV shows or other games. And what's going to happen is they're just going to give us a Cal Kestis ride at Disneyland. Coming soon, right next to the, anybody in the chat ever been to Disneyland or Disney World? Coming soon, right next to the Millennium Falcon, a block down the street, we've got the Cal Kestis ride. With some new interactive movie, you're on a fucking roller coaster. This nigga, come help me, come help me start this fucking shit, bro. That's what they're gonna actually fucking do. I don't believe this shit, because it's fucking Disney and they're lazy. Once again, Cal Kestis has nothing to do with Disney. This is Respawn. So unless you tell me Respawn is a part of everything that Disney got going on with Cal, nigga, I'm hitting it. Now that's what I think will actually happen. I could be wrong, because a wise man once said by the name of Justin Bieber, never say never. I think there's a 90% chance they're just going to milk him with bullshit, like I said, with Disney rides and shit. I'll give a 10% chance. Best case scenario is he appears in shows like he could be in season 2 of the Darth Maul Shadow Lord, where they run into each other and they got to go at it. They can find ways, or he could appear in Ahsoka. I would love that. Ahsoka season 2 or 3. They can find ways, because the timelines do match, where he shows up in the live action or like in a cartoon. But I don't know if they'll do it. I don't know if they'll do it, man. I don't know if they'll do it, because they put that damn Mandalorian and Grogu shit in movie theaters and nobody asked for that shit. Movie adaptation. The final game ends up being a movie if you want to see what happens at the end. All I'm asking is finish the fucking game, bro. Give us the third game. That's all I ask for. There's no reason why we haven't got more Cal Kestis. I think it's because, although I believe the Disney execs when they say they love the character and the way gamers have responded to him, in my humble opinion, they're trying to prop him up like he's some mainstream character. I don't think he is. Cal Kestis is a if you know type of character. You have to be a gamer to know this dude. I don't think the average Star Wars fan knows who the fuck this is. People who just watch the movies, I don't think they know this nigga, bro. Because just because you watch movies does not mean you play games. So like, I think they got to do something to help him. I don't think he's crossed over into the mainstream. I could be wrong, but I don't think he has. I don't really see people besides gamers talking about Cal. Yeah, niggas don't know him for real. The reason Darth Maul is popular is because he was in episode 1 and people have loved him ever since. But like, great story, but I don't think he's crossed over like that. Yeah, hardcore Star Wars fans would know that. Yeah, I would agree with that. But I'm talking about, I don't think the average Star Wars fan knows who he is. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping for the best. I'll tell you that much. That's what I think what they will do. They'll just milk him for bullshit. But I am hoping for the best. Don't get it twisted. I would love to see him in the Darth Maul show. I would love to see him in Ahsoka or any other form of Mandalorian. Because I think in the time, well, no, because Mandalorian's over now, right? Because of the movie. It would have been cool if he was in the Mandalorian shit. I wish the next game had a light side and dark side choices. I feel like that's where they're going, but we'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. Tekken 8 had a big announcement. This past weekend was Combo Breaker, the second biggest gaming tournament in the world outside of EVO. A lot of broke people attend there. How do I know? Because a couple years ago, I tried to hold a tournament for Tekken 7 for my community. And it just so happened to fall on the weekend of Combo Breaker. And apparently the prize pool for my tournament was bigger than the one at Combo Breaker. And a lot of them broke ass bitch ass niggas tried to come over to mine. We shut that down. You guys are still broke. You're still broke. You're still fucking broke. I'm about to get a hotel and some Wi-Fi and playing TBA shit. No, you're not. You're about to catch a flight back home, bitch ass nigga. Well, Combo Breaker has come back around. And we got an announcement for Tekken 8, the next DLC character. I do not know how to pronounce this dude's name, but I believe he's from Baki, right? The wrestling anime or some shit. How you say his name? Yujiwaru Hanama? I've never seen Baki. I've been told I would like it, but I never got around to saying, watching it. How are we feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? Are we coming back to Tekken? Are we coming back to Tekken with this joint? Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how you say it? Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! All right. I never left. Excuse me. Season 3 character. He was a demon in Baki. The fact that they just have pictures and no actual gameplay says to me that they haven't even started the gameplay. Like, this is still in like the early production. He's T-level so high, everyone's a bitch to him. Is he a grappler? Monkeys considered to be the strongest creatures on the planet. I don't know shit about Baki, like I said, but I'm curious to see how he plays. Roger. So yeah, that's your Tekken 8 update for coming out of Combo Breaker. Probably didn't even start the 3D model yet. Yeah, I don't think they did. They done did it. A rapist in Tekken. He's a rapist? What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. Hell no. Oh shit. Hey, weird as hell, bro. He diddled Trump and Elon. I can't tell if y'all are trolling or not. Did he actually? He diddled Trump and Elon. What the fuck? No, deadass. Yeah, y'all not selling me on the show, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all not selling me on the show. That Baki sound a little.
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
We gonna finish that one off stream, bro. Speaking of fighting games, we got the registration, the leaderboard as of May 25th, 2026. Today's the 26th, so this is only 24 hours old. And of course, the most popular game at EVO is going to be Street Fighter. Number 2, Tekken, not surprised. Number 3, I stand corrected. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a new big 3? 2XKO? What? I might fuck around and watch some 2XKO. I'm curious to see what the high level. I thought the game was dead, but it's making a comeback. I seen Myth tweeting about it. I guess recently they had some type of creator competition. So 2XKO is making a nice little comeback. This one was crazy too. Shout out to Rivals of Aether too. What? And rounding out the top 5 is Guilty Gear Strive. No surprise, great game. Grand Blue Fantasy, great game. Fatal Fury at 7. Invincible at number 8. You know, as somebody who plays Invincible, I don't know for how much longer, I'm not surprised. This game is not a little bit, but a lot of bit. Invincible is so funny to me because it's a game that proves that scientists are not lying, that IQs are dropping. Motherfuckers are like, how you blocking this game, bro? They doing infinite combos. Just hold back. It's one of the easiest fighting games I've ever played, and niggas are still complaining. The first and only fighting game I've ever played where somebody will throw a level 3 super at you out of nowhere. They don't combo into it. They just hit the button. Throw a level 3 super, level 1, level 2 super, you block it, and then you can't punish it. That shit makes me want to snap my fucking controller. And at bare minimum, because I do think the game is fun. If you don't take it seriously, it has potential. But yo, the developers of Invincible, the game just came out this year. It should be in the top 5 of most registered for EVO. The fact that it's not, and it's at the bottom of the top 10, you should be quaking in your fucking boots. And it's because it's not a serious fighting game, bruh. This is year number 1. It's only you might not be there next year. I know y'all wanted to appeal to the casuals, but fighting games need to have balance. That shit is a fucking joke, bruh. I don't even know what this is. Vampire Savior. I've never heard of that. Blaze Blue Central Fiction, Under Night in Birth, and then number 12, Virtual Fighter. Wait a minute. Where are my glasses at? Put these on real quick. Something's missing. Something's missing here. Holy shit. No Mortal Kombat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you launch a fighting game with no fucking private lobbies. How are you and the boys supposed to play one another and get better? Because I don't always want to go online and play rank. Sometimes I just want to run sets with the boys, especially if they play a specific character that I struggle against. It's a low pressure situation to learn how to fight that character with your friends in ranked in private lobbies. What you bitch ass Mortal Kombat niggas say to me? The game does have, there's nothing wrong with it. The game does have private lobbies. It's called King of the Hill. King of the Hill is not a private lobby. It's technically a private lobby, but it's a specific game mode that everybody does not want to play, okay? The fuck out of here, bruh. Look at this shit. Dead. Dead as hell, as it deserves. And I'm cheering. Kill it some more. Kill it some more. And you bitch ass niggas at NetherRealm better announce fucking Injustice 3. And Static Shock better be in it. We ain't playing it. Nah, I still play it, but I'm gonna be mad as hell playing that shit. We demand justice for Static, bro. Right? We were Static. Fatality. That's crazy. No Mortal Kombat. What is this? Vampire. Does anybody know what that is before we move on? Vampire Savior fighting game. It's a Capcom game? Oh, is this the one with Morgan in it? This old ass shit. I thought it was called something else. I thought it was called Darkstalkers. Holy shit. Big Titty Morgan is getting more love than fucking... Most of you niggas don't even know what game Morgan from.
Talked about this period in time in multiple...
This shit got more registration than fucking Mortal Kombat. This is crazy, bruh. The shit with the kitty titties? Yeah, this got the kitty titties in there. Yeah, Felicia. This the shit with Felicia. Holy shit. God damn, Mortal Kombat sucks. That's fucking funny, dude. This shit's from like 95. Holy shit. Nigga said, nah, we'd rather play the kitty titties, dog. Somebody linked something about Sonic fans. What's this shit? Shadow the Hedgehog sneakers. Oh, these kind of tough. Hold up, bro. These kind of tough. I rock these. Not for $75 though. For some fucking Chuck Tays, bro. Yeah, man. Drop it down to like 45, bro. Why this shit $75? Ain't no some Chuck Tays on them, bro. Do I go faster? This shit don't got no... You charging $75 for a shoe with no ankle support. Like, what the fuck? They kind of clean. But yeah, the art is clean, though. The art is clean. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this just because I know somebody who's a big Sonic fan. This might actually be a good gift for them. I'm going to actually save that. I wouldn't pay for it, but I get it as a gift for somebody. You said send the link? They dropped the link in the fucking chat, nigga. God damn, here. Oh, you in the YouTube chat. It was in the Twitch. Here, I got you. I'll drop it. He said nerd ass shoes. You in a nerd stream, nigga. What the fuck? All right, what else I got for y'all?
The first...
Oh, this came across my For You page. I'm just going to play it. I don't take it with a grain of salt. I'm not familiar with this creator. This is the first time I've seen him. Shout out to Philip Phenom. I don't know where he's getting this info, but he's got word on the street about the new Spider-Man movie. And it's sounding like it's about to be, not basura, but fire.
Reviews are in for a test screening for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I cannot believe I'm actually saying this, but supposedly there's some really, really good reviews, and all this information is coming from Lakers Spammer. The first bullet point, it's saying that the best fight scene in the MCU happens in this movie. And honestly,
bold claim.
Makes total sense. Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi. I would expect that. He did say that Sadie Sink's character is the best character in the movie and one of the best in the entire multiverse. If I had to guess, Jean Grey. And I guess it's the best live-action Spider-Man movie and top 10 in the MCU. I'm like, okay, maybe someone's glazing this, but that's crazy and I hope so. The last three bullet points, which one of them is kind of a negative. They say the movie has great needle drops, the movie was hilarious, and the score was a 9.5 out of 10, but they did not like the ending. Now, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's revealing that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, or it sets up the X-Men, or sets up Doomsday. Maybe people didn't like it, but that's very, very...
It ends with him still being Penis Parker.
Interesting. Some people have speculated that Jean Grey is going to make Ned and MJ to remember who Peter Parker is, which honestly, if they do that, I wouldn't be that mad. I know some people would, but then maybe Ned goes into this Hobgoblin arc with Robert Kingsley, and maybe that's Spider-Man 5. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, overall, if this is real, that's a good thing, because honestly, this needs to be the best. Jackie
Chan's team is part of the fight choreography. This is getting me kind of excited. I feel like I haven't been excited for an MCU movie in a while.
Spider-Man movie of all time. Destin Daniel Cretton is an amazing director. I love his Wonder Man, and
he said potentially the best Spider-Man movie of all time. If this movie turns out to be as good as what he's talking about, y'all niggas gonna have to come up off that Toby, bro. Y'all gonna. I know y'all love Toby, but y'all gonna have to come up off of him if this shit turned out to be true.
I love Shang-Chi, and I hope this test screening is somewhat real. The first reviews.
I heard it's the best live action Spider-Man. That's what he just said too. The test screenings was saying that shit. The early reactions news is true though. They were test screening. Man, I gotta figure out how to get into this shit. I gotta ask my girl. My girl's been to a couple test screening things. She told me she gotta find the sign up. Her friend put her on. I gotta get into that. That's one of the good things about living in LA. Like she said her friend just met somebody and then her friend put her on. I need to get put on so I can go see random movies for free and shit early. Because they do that shit they actually pay you. They pay you like $50, which is not much, but I mean, you get to go see movies for free that nobody else seen, and then you just got to fill out like a survey. I'm trying to get into that shit, bro. Frank got to catch some bodies in this movie. Tight shit. You can easily go to those events. Yeah, I gotta ask her again because I need to be in this test screening, bro. So yeah, don't be surprised if it's fire because word on the street is they saying early testing is it's fire. And then last but not least, Resonance, A Plague's Tale Legacy has been listed on the Amazon AU, Australia, with a release date of August 27th. Could be a placeholder, but it does seem oddly specific. The next entry in the Plague's Tale series is coming later this year, so I don't think that price is real, but that might be real, ladies and gentlemen. Another banger. I told y'all, Plague's Tale Requiem, don't sleep on it. If it's going to be anything like, yeah, there's a third game coming out this year, and if it's anything like Requiem, it's going to go stupid. She kind of bad, bro. It's Pixels, nigga. Fucking relax. It's fucking Pixels. Shit. Rat King loaded. Shout out to Rat Boy. Let me go in the sub box real quick. See what the fuck going on. I hope it's true. Oh, that's around the time Marvel Token comes out, man. There's too many fucking games. It's a good time to be a gamer. I forgot to save it. I seen a video that hit my For You page where dude was complaining and he was saying, he wasn't. He was complaining about the quality of games. And then somebody in the comments said, if a game ain't at least like 100 hours, that shit is trash. I'm not paying $70 for it. And I'm like, yeah, when you have takes like that, I'd be like, I know you don't play no games because it's so many good games out here. If you're playing a lot of them, you're hoping they're not 100 hours, bro. Trust me. It's too many fucking good games, man. Everything over. And then I see a lot of this take in the comment section of videos. Yeah, man, all these games trash. When GTA 6 come out, man, fuck it. It's over for these other games. Newsflash and dimwits. Niggas who play Octopath Traveler do not give a fuck about GTA 6, okay? The fuck are you talking about? I promise you. You can enjoy your game without making up storylines. Let me see. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Let me see. City Anon official trailer. The mix it, the bits of it. What the fuck? Season 2 cinematic. I don't care about the cinematic. Shout out to Watch. She's playing James Bond. Why do you always slander Octopath Traveler? That wasn't slander. What are you talking about? I didn't even slander it. I was just saying, like, when people play certain things or certain demographics, they don't always overlap. Sometimes they do, because somebody in the chat said they do, but free previews. What's this shit? Register for invitation to near you. Oh, shit. I didn't even know this was a website. Hold up. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. I'm saving that shit. Let me pin that one. And that one as well. Okay. Seiko Giants' dating sim. No, thank you. Shout out to Chat Homegrid. No bag. No bad chat. You right, let me chill. I'm not really seeing nothing interested in the sub box. Might be time to get on the gang. Mago Hyperlicious Edition. The fuck is this shit? AAU Black Site early access. There's only one AAU. I know the basketball. War Fantasy official announcement. Headquarters reveal for the map. I don't care about the map. Romestead. No RDC reaction. I don't know what you're talking about. Street Fighter official Ingrid trailer. I don't care about that. Yeah, I saw Azula's gameplay. That shit looked fire. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. What? Hope Town official trailer. Paralyzed. Shade Protocol, Cross Alabaster Dawn. What the hell? A crossover with Alabaster Dawn? When you playing 007? Tonight. I'm on it. I'm about to get on this shit. Let me look at these goofy ass trailers real quick. They dropped 2 videos today. I'll check them out later. I'm gonna go on 007. What in the Game Boy Color? Bro. I just can't believe what I saw.
You don't remember the 8 minutes your heart wasn't beating. We do.
I'm late, but what was the name of that 2D 0.5 indie game? Oh, Threads of Time. Threads of Time.
You're alive because we decided so.
When we gonna see you in the DreamCon dodgeball? We know you got them skills. Guys, I'm not popular enough to be in that shit. We tried to play them in Marvel Rivals. They didn't want to play us. They said we were too good at the game. Guys, I'm just not part of that circle, and that's okay. Politics. Because one thing your boy's not gonna do is beg anybody. What the fuck am I looking at, bro? War Fantasy.
This base, you belong to me. You follow my orders. Insubordination will not be tolerated.
Oh wait, this is the same fucking trailers?
I want a body count, and you're gonna give it to me.
Dinner's ready.
You're gonna run this drill until you get it right.
LOL, streamer politics is crazy. To be fair, I wouldn't chalk it up to streamer politics. It's just kind of how life is, period. That's not even like a streamer thing. Most people will not fuck with you unless you can do something for them, and I can't do anything for them. Like, so I'm not gonna, don't take it as me like shading them. I just, you charge it to the game, nigga. That is what it is. That's just life. I'm personally not like that, but that's how most people are. You just gotta charge it to the game. It is what it is, man. That clout is a drug. Romestead.
In the beginning, there is only you. But you are far.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you can choose to take it personal or keep it moving. It is what it is.
Through virtue and merit, Rome must be rebuilt.
Yeah, not on this stream, nigga.
Word travels fast. Isn't that what they said? The flare made short work of that. The world cast into a new dark age, into the hush. Blood trails the steps.
So many streamers are coworkers and not friends. That's a good way of looking at it. They're like coworkers. They're really not friends. And like for me, even if you don't want to fuck with me, I still appreciate the things that people do. Like RD, I'm always gonna say RDC is fucking funny to me. Like I'm gonna shout them out. So like it shouldn't bother me. You just charge it to the game. A good example of like motherfuckers being coworkers. I refuse to believe that like anybody wants to hang out with Rakai. I don't care how that comes across. Like isn't he like 16 or like 17? But because he has clout, you know, people deal with him. Me personally, I wouldn't want to be around that shit.
Against that silence.
Clout is not that important to me.
Voice is a flame, and you, Flash Rider, are gasoline. One leak.
Just be yelling and shit.
Burn. The world is as destructive now.
Yeah, I'm not playing this shit either. All right, that's what we about to get on.